Hey guys, doing a quick tutorial how to do a section view. Something that's real handy when you're trying to show certain elevations from within the house. As you know, elevations are basically like the straight on flat views of your house from different angles. So you have north, south, east, and west. I just found that my garage is inside out. So something to go back and check on. Let me make sure that that is correct. Alright, so when I check that, that's why elevation views are important. So you can get different views. So elevation views are basically north, south, east, west, flat views of the profile of your house. Section view is that same kind of concept, except you're basically putting yourself within the structure, and you can choose what you want to look at and where you want to basically cut your house and see one of the views from a certain perspective. So I'm going to go to view, I'm going to go to section, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And let's say I want to see this section over here on this part of the house. So what I'm going to do is start at the bottom here, and I'm going to click and drag up, and then click again, and you see it creates this box right here. This line is basically telling me, okay, this is the view that I'm going to get, basically cutting this house right here, and I'm looking, this arrow right here shows me I'm looking to the left. Okay, so I'm looking in that direction. I'm going to be able to see a cutaway view of this part of the house once I get into it. This can be adjusted. You can say, okay, maybe I don't need to see the whole room or the whole building. I can shrink this down and see a smaller view of it. So you can adjust how much of that view you actually want to see. Same thing with this. You can move it out this way as well, so you can get a view of like how deep into how much other things you want to see. If there are other rooms, do I want to see the things in those rooms as well? Don't have to worry about that here. So once you create this and it's all done, you have the viewing box showing up. You have in your project browser, underneath sections, you can open that up, and you have section 1, and here's my cutaway view now. So I'm looking at the door, the two windows, this window right here, and I'm also cut through my garage. So you can kind of relate that back to what we see here. It's cut through the window, cut through part of the garage. I see my two windows and the door. And so I'll go back to this view. Kind of shows me all my components that I need. So it's real handy if you're looking at did I place that floor or that ceiling exactly where it needed to be. You might get warnings about, hey, that ceiling's not placed on that wall, or those walls don't go up to that roof. You can check it out in the section view and see what components are in the right place and which aren't. You can turn on different levels of detail, and it will show you kind of the makings of those components as well. So it'll show you like, okay, I know that by these symbols, this is a slab. I can tell that I've got structure here, bricks on the outside, and tells me some information that I wouldn't normally see. So that is basically it for creating a section view. It's also really handy for checking out like cabinetry, making sure everything's lined up the right way, making sure that everything is good, because from this view you can actually take these things and make adjustments. Says constraints aren't satisfied. I can remove those constraints. It's because I've equalized all of these along that wall to make them equal distance from each other. So now they're no longer equal distance from each other. Mess it up now. So you can arrange things to be different locations from a different perspective. It gives you kind of a real idea of how to change your design for the better. So that's pretty much it for now. Thanks, guys.